Good morning, everybody. It is Monday morning. I am here with my friends. I have started sort of the launch sequence that is getting ready to take them for a WALK. So I have coffee in hand. It is early, but it is going to be so incredibly hot today. So I'm getting out to get their walks done. Okay. I'm going to show you the new suitcase I just got. Completely in love with it. If you watch me on, or if you follow me on Instagram, you already saw it, but I'm going to go into a little bit more detail about the bag, everything I love about it. A couple things I don't love about the new away travel suitcases that I loved about the original. So something to keep in mind. But yeah, my new bag is chef's kiss. It's perfect. Just like my dogs. I'm going to finish this coffee. I'm going to finish up packing. At 10 a.m., I have the general contractor coming to do the initial quote for the bathroom work, which I'm kind of a nervous wreck about because there's a number that I cannot go above, and I've already been prepared for the number that I get to not be the number that I need, and I don't know how all that's going to work out. So then later today, hopefully Scott and I are going to go see Inside Out too, so I'll bring you my review of that, and I've got to pack for a trip. That's a lot for one day, so let's get going. Dogs have been walked, and now we are waiting for the contractor to show up, and yeah, I wonder if I could have more going on today. I don't think I could. What I'm going to say before I show you this suitcase and how I have it packed for this particular trip is that if you are someone who is doing a lot of traveling for someone that you care about, to see someone that you love, to connect with someone who maybe is going through a hard time, be that physically, emotionally, spiritually, all the things, you know that it's not a vacation. It's a very different kind of trip. And I feel like throughout our lives, if we have loved people well, whether that be friends, family, whomever, children, these trips are going to happen. They are part of it, right? This is part of adulting if you are in relationships with people. So as I was packing for this trip, I was like, I almost didn't want to bring this to you guys because I was like, this isn't a vacation. This isn't like, you know, the best things to pack for a fun trip to the beach or to Disney or to Greece or whatever. But the truth is these kinds of trips, most of us will do more in our lives than vacations if we love people well. So there you go. So first, this is the bag. Lenny, are you going to come up? You can come up if you want, but you can't. That's fine, but just like be out of the shot. This is the line from Away Travel. It is in the color Cabana. They just came out with this maybe a month ago. Could not get my hands on it fast enough. In fact, I did an unboxing that I was going to bring to you guys, but it was so unhinged. Like the camera work was terrible. You couldn't even really see the bag, but it was not a good video. Also, if you can hear Scooby panting, he just got in from his walk. And as we know, it's very hot here. So here is the bag. I did get my initials on it. Hopefully you can see it right here. It has this kind of color block where it has the white and the blue. It is the bigger carry-on. They did not come out with this in the regular size carry-on or in the checked bag. And I know some of you had said on Instagram that you really wish that they had. I'm very happy with this size. I've talked about this before. It is the bigger carry-on, but it does fit in all of the Delta aircraft. Did I need this bag? Oh, 100%. I did not need this bag. I have nothing else to say. I have no justification for that. So I'm going to show you the features of the bag, even though I have it already packed. I think sometimes that's almost more helpful than looking at an empty bag. But over on this side, you have the 2 zipper compartments, and then you have 1 zipper compartment here. One of the things I don't love about the new edition of this, all things considered, I'm much happier with the new version of the bag than Lenny, than the old version. So yeah, anyway, so you do have 2 sides, obviously. It's a clamshell bag. You have this side, which has the compression sleeve. Now, I do love, and this is kind of awkward the way I'm showing it to you guys, but I do love that they carried the Cabana stripe into the interior of the bag. Oh my gosh. Now, I did get the packing cubes that go with this bag. They are sadly, oh so sadly, sold out, which does not surprise me. The reason I love Away packing cubes is they are designed to nestle inside the bag perfectly. And just the way my brain works, that makes me really, really happy. If you're not a psycho like me, then it doesn't really matter. You can get packing cubes anywhere. You can buy them on Amazon. You can find them, I think even Dollar Tree sometimes has them now. I happen to love the Away ones. So that's just me being a weirdo. What I like to do though is not completely fill it with packing cubes. I like to use the packing cubes as like the structure, and then I fill all my other things around that. Always, I will tell you guys this, the way to fit the most in these bags is to just fold things so that they fit in all of the available space. Okay, so I'm not going to go into everything that I've packed for this trip, aside from the fact that it's mostly dresses, shorts, t-shirts, very casual. I am going to take my denim jacket because my mom lives up in Prescott, Arizona, which I mentioned Prescott in a recent video, and one of you was like, wait, it's not Prescott? No, it is not. And they always say Prescott rhymes with biscuit, which it doesn't. But, you know, if you live there, the correct pronunciation is Prescott. And Prescott is in the White Mountains, so they actually are quite a bit cooler than Phoenix. They get a lot of snow in the winter, which people never think of snow when they think of Arizona. So yeah, my mom has been snowed in multiple times, which I'm not thrilled about, but we won't worry about that right now. Also, on this side, this packing cube has, what is in this packing cube? Workout clothes and socks. And that's another thing, if you're going for a kind of stressful reason, I'm sorry I'm not giving you more details, but that's just what it is. Sticking to your routine as much as possible is really going to help you. I find that working out when I am visiting someone for a challenging reason keeps my brain where it needs to be, which is focused on the person that I'm there to see. So that is important to me. So my workout clothes are coming. I will wear my workout shoes on the airplane, so I'm not worried about that. My travel fan, which you know I always have to have. This is just a random t-shirt. My toothbrush is not in here yet, but with my, if you watched my little reel I did on Instagram of what's in my toiletry bag, I showed a little portable toothbrush. It did not work when I was in Denver. I have to have, with my Invisalign, which I've now had in for, what am I on, my 4th month with it. It's going okay. Like, I'm liking the changes. I still don't love it. I don't love that I have to take it out every time I go to have coffee or whatever, and I'm such a rule follower. A lot of you were like, just drink coffee with it in. Y'all, I can't. I just can't. I'm worried I'm going to stain them. I'm worried I'm going to get cavities. I'm just like that. So I don't love that part of it, but I am loving the difference that it's making. So whatever. The toothbrush is actually not in here yet because I only have the one. So I will put that in right before I leave. I have my electronics bag in here. You can go watch the video that I did where I showed you guys everything that's in my electronics bag. I actually am also bringing my large, and it's in here, I'll show you that in a minute, but my large battery pack, because this is a trip where there are a lot of doctor's visits. Potentially we'll be out of the house for a long time because there's a lot of waiting around for these kinds of trips. So I'm taking my big battery pack this time, and I actually have it in my personal item bag. And then I have my my new Fit Flops. I'll show you guys these. I love these so much. I got these. I was influenced by Samantha Brown to buy these. They're so freaking comfortable. And the reason they're perfect for me for travel, these are not the ones that she has. She has like the more like traditional sandal version, but because you can wear them with skirts and dresses and shorts, but they also can be like a little bit more dressed up. Not that I need anything dressed up for this trip, although I do have a really fun dinner planned with my sister. Also on this side, you have the little zipper pocket here, and this is where I have the laundry bag. Now, I love that they did the cabana stripe in the laundry bag. I just feel like that was so precious, so precious. And if you don't know, the Away laundry bags are sized so that when they're filled with your dirty laundry, they will fit perfectly in either side of the suitcase. A lot of people I find don't know that, or that that's like what they're designed to do. Another change with the newer version of this same suitcase is it has a drawstring on this instead of a zipper. I think I liked the zipper better. I don't know why. I just liked the zipper better than the drawstring. I just felt like it was a little more orderly, but clearly they made the change because somebody liked it better the other way. So that's going to go right in there. Let me nestle all these guys back in here. I actually have more than enough room to have taken more, but I didn't want to have this bag be too terribly heavy. I'm just going to nestle that. That's probably not the way I had it when I started, but who cares? Can you tell? Oh, and my pajamas are right here. That is one thing. I almost always put my top and bottom of my pajamas in this part because my flight tomorrow is at 5 a.m. Well, no, that's wrong. My flight is at 9, but because we live quite far from the airport, I have to get up at 5 and we have to leave for the airport by 6. Arizona is 3 hours behind us. So I get there, I rent my car, I drive the 2 hours to my mom's, hour and a half, 2 hours. Then we go immediately to a doctor's appointment. So I anticipate that tomorrow is going to be like the longest day ever. So I wanted to have my pajamas really ready to go. Okay, I have nothing in this section here. And then on this side, which actually looks quite organized. I'm quite proud of that. Boy, I think you guys are like this too, but I'm such a weirdo about a well-packed suitcase. This packing cube has socks. No, that one had socks. This one has underwear and bras. This one has shorts and t-shirts and my robe. Another comment, if you're going to comfort someone, make sure you have comfortable things for yourself. I love traveling with my really lightweight robe. It just, I don't know. Y'all, I'm a Cancer and it's Cancer season and your girl likes some good creature comforts, and traveling with my own robe is a non-negotiable for me for a trip like this. Then I have this merino wool dress is in here. Love merino wool, as you guys know, because I can wear it multiple times. It does not stink. It does not wrinkle. It looks nice. This little double gauze top from Marine Layer, I don't think they have this anymore, but I will see if they have it. I bought this before we went to Greece, and you guys are probably sick to death of seeing it. I have worn it so much. And then this little Old Navy, million years old, like undergarment tank top, because that top is really, really low cut. So that's just a little, a little thing we do for modesty's sake. This is my Away Smaller Toiletry Kit. I'm not going to go into everything in here because I did do that Instagram reel. You can go watch that. But I did want to show you guys, I am not taking my palette by pack this time, which I have loved, but they have discontinued. And so I was like, I wanted to get something that was similar to that to show you guys. I cannot endorse these, and here's why. These are from Cadence, and this is the smaller of their different sizes. I love how cute they are. I love that I have the little closed eye for my night cream, the little sunshine for my day cream, and then I got this one that says leave-in conditioner. These were $41 for these 3 containers. Now, I will tell you, they do hold a lot. They hold a little bit more. Like that is more than enough day cream for me. You use so little, especially if it's like, I use the LMS. It's very, very thick. You don't need very much of it. So this filled up would be enough for a week. Okay, fine. But $41 for these, I think, is kind of absurd. Are they fun? Yes. Are they cute? Yes. If you have the money, fine. If I didn't have a channel to show these to you guys because I kind of wanted to review them, would I have bought them? No. You know what you can do instead is go onto Amazon and buy like a dozen contact lens cases. And it's going to be a lot smaller than this, but like you could fill up 2 contact lens cases with your day cream, 2 contact lens, like meaning like the left and right of one set, one for your night cream. They come in like a multi-pack with different colors, so you can color code everything. You could do the same for your curl cream, whatever. So cheap, and it will still take up way less space than like the travel sizes of things, which are absurd. I've never found any of like, I used to use like the goo tubes and things like this. I need something with a thing that is like this, and there you go. Wow, Jen, this is why people subscribe. By the way, as I'm filming this today, it is my 5th anniversary of this channel. So if you've been here the entire 5 years of my journey on Joyful Living with Jen LaForge, comment below because that's a big deal. 5 years is a long time. That's a long time. Annalise, who is my assistant, we were talking about it and I was like, I'm just shocked by that. She's been with me going on 2 years and just this journey is just so shocking to me. But anyway, so that's all nestled down in there. And again, everything fit beautifully. I want to show you, I'll take these out so that you can see because I don't know that I showed you. Hold please. Look at that cabana stripe on this side. That is a beautiful thing to behold. Another thing is making sure that you're organized if you're traveling to like help someone because you're not going to have a lot of time. This trip is going to be, like I keep saying, emotionally challenging for me. So I'm going to be tired because that's what happens when you're dealing. Were you leaving me? You want to leave or you want to stay? Am I annoying you? Am I not giving you enough space? Okay. You want to just pack creature comforts. You just do. So speaking of which, I have my journal that this is one of those. Do you ever go into the airport and buy really overpriced journals because you decide you're going to write the great American novel on your flight? I do that sometimes. But this journal is by Bookaroo. Bought it in the bookstore at the airport. Way too expensive. But I have my Papermate Flair pen, which these, and then there's another Sharpie pen that I'm completely addicted to. But I do want to make some notes during this trip. I want to reflect on some things. I want to journal. And so this is in there. My water bottle, which I totally forgot my last trip. Those of you, again, if you follow me on Threads or Instagram, you know, it's a rookie mistake. I have my travel blanket. This one is by a brand called Wovey. I got this in the Travel Well box. I have several of these. I have the Blue Salt 3-yard wrap. That works great. This one is like a t-shirt material and I kind of adore it. I don't know what the dogs are barking at. It's a 4-hour flight to Phoenix, give or take, and I just like having a little travel blanket. It's called Wovey, and that makes sense. I also have an extra layer. This is a zippered jacket. Also, I'm going to be. Oh, there's a dog out there. It's okay, baby. It's okay. When you're in doctor's offices or hospitals, it's okay, baby. Baby, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You know who it is? It's Ariel. It's just Ariel. Ariel lives across the street and she hates everyone. Oh, lawn guys. Okay, let's get through this quickly. Extra layer because it's really cold in hospitals. Dogs barking. My Tory Burch crossbody with the strap. This is where my wallet and all of my travel documents are. My bigger battery. I told you guys I was going to take that. My thing for my teeth. These are those little wisps. They're in a Kate Spade thing, which is kind of funny. Hand lotion, because you always want to have hand lotion on a flight. And that's it. That's all I have in here. Now, I will also stick in here a couple of snacks. Not for the plane. I don't generally eat on the plane, especially now with my Invisalign, but for when I am with mom, because sometimes appointments run long and you want to make sure you have some snacks that you like. Okay, now the landscapers next door are telling me, whoops, let me show you guys really quick. Oh, two more things. Hand sanitizer, tissues, my smaller external battery, the one that just clips on the outside for, you know, if I want to be using it. And then my Joe Malone little sample of body cream. And the landscapers mean that we are wrapping up this part of the video. Okay. Oh, and this is the Away Everywhere, the new zippered tote, which I completely love. Okay, let's move on. It's 9:15. I need to go clean up because the general contractor will be here to give me a quote, and I'll check back in with you in a minute. Okay, so I'm sitting outside for a minute, even though it is approximately 95 degrees, but I am taking one of my breaks from the air conditioning, which Scott doesn't understand. I talked about this last year, and a few of you, I don't have my microphone on, so sorry if the sound is bad, but a few of you were like, I have no idea what that is. So what happens is, I can't explain it either. I get like sick of air conditioned air, and I have to come outside for a second. I don't know. It makes absolutely no sense. I'm in the shade. There's a little bit of a breeze. I'll be fine, but it's just a requirement. The general contractor was here. Great guy, super knowledgeable. We're going to get the estimate in probably 2 weeks. So I'll give you more of an update then. I don't know if I'm going to share like actual numbers from this process, because it's one of those things. It's kind of like sharing a marathon time. If you have no frame of reference for how long it takes to run a marathon, sharing my marathon time with you doesn't really mean anything, and it might seem super slow or super fast to you. Same with something like this. If you've never done a project on this scale, the numbers might seem outrageous. They certainly seem outrageous to me. But I probably will not share actual numbers, just because depending on where you are in the world and just for privacy's sake, but it's going to be more than I want to pay. I can tell you that for damn sure. Anyway, we're going to the movies at 2:20. The next time you see me, I will give you a review of Inside Out 2. I'm excited. I need it today. I need a break. I need to escape for a little bit, even though I know I will probably cry, because several of you have DM'd me that it's going to make me cry, but that can be a good thing, right? That can be a cathartic thing. So yeah, I got to show you Scooby. He is like a baked potato dog. Hold on. Scooby, why do you like roasting in the sun? He's like so happy right now, and he literally just looks like a baked potato. Crazy. It's actually really pretty out. It's a shame it's so hot. It is very hot. My thoughts on Inside Out 2. I really enjoyed it. I feel I wasn't as emotional as I had been prepared to be, but honestly, I think that's because I am having so much anxiety of my own right now about things that are going on in my life that I just didn't have the emotional energy to give to the movie. Having said that, the whole anxiety piece was so well portrayed. And I was just talking to my uncle about this. We were having a conversation about dualism, which dualism is a fascinating topic of conversation to me, because dualism tells us that everyone is either all good or all bad, that everything is black or white. And the truth is, the human experience is so much more nuanced than that. We are all good and bad. We are all fear and joy and sadness and anxiety and ennui, which completely cracked us up. Oh my gosh, Scott and I were dying. But that was what was portrayed in that film. This idea that it isn't that some of us are born inherently good and some of us are born inherently evil. We all have capacity for good and evil. And that's something that my therapist has been drilling home to me for the entire time I've been seeing her. And it gives you this sense of self, like it did for Riley in the film, but it also gives you a sense of empathy for others and understanding that our darkest impulses are part of being human, and that when we can be in fostering environments where we feel safe and we can accept ourselves for all that we are, we can avoid anxiety taking over and all this. So it's obviously far more complex than that. Once again, though, Pixar did such a fabulous job, just like they did in the first film, of giving voice and characters to things that I feel like up until now had only been discussed in therapist offices and maybe like at PhD level courses in psychology. It's so good. It's so good. It's so rich. It's so important. It gives parents a place to talk to their kids. It gives kids a place to talk to their parents. So not only go see the film, but also see it and then talk about it after, because it was just really powerful. And Scott and I both absolutely loved it. So 2 thumbs way up. So I'm going to end this video here with Mr. Scooby, who is just the sweetest puppy in the whole world, right? Yes, I am the sweetest puppy. I know, I love you so much. I do, I love you so much. This next week is going to be challenging, and by the time you're seeing this, I will already be back from this trip. In a perfect world, some really good decisions have been made, and we will be on a really healthy path forward, but we don't live in a perfect world, so I don't know. I don't know what, if anything, I'm going to be able to share with you about this road, but, you know, all of our lives are filled with good and bad. And it's not that being good makes you avoid the bad, right? Which I think is what I thought when I was growing up, that if I did everything right, that catastrophe would not be able to find me. And we know if we're emotionally mature grown-ups that catastrophe befalls us all, and it's not the thing that happens, it's how we handle the things that happen. So I hope that bolsters you up this week. It's what I am telling myself as I go to face big challenges. And whatever you're doing today, I hope you're finding joy, which beautifully, as this film showed us, we can all find in the midst of all of our trials. And I'll see you in the next video.